Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my June TBR as well as a June Book of the Month unboxing. And I'm very excited to include another June Book of the Month unboxing because Book of the Month is genuinely one of my favorite book companies out there, and I'm so excited to let you know all of the deets about Book of the Month. So Book of the Month is a subscription box that helps people discover the best new releases, the early releases, and debut adult fiction novels. So how it works is they offer 5 new releases every single month, and you get to choose 1 out of the 5 to be your Book of the Month selection. And then you can also do 2 add-on books, whether you wanted to do 2 more of the 5 selections that they have for that month, or you can also pick selections from previous months or from the trending books section or even the young adult section. You just pick one of those books every month and it just gets delivered right to your front door. You don't even have to leave your house. And the great thing too is that you can skip any month that you don't want any of the 5 books with no penalty, so you can just save your credit for the next month. But I guarantee you're gonna want something from each month because I swear every single month they have the best selections. And I really love that Book of the Month has so many different genres that they're typically publishing. Like their most popular genres that they routinely publish are thriller mystery novels, historical fiction, literary fiction, contemporary books. They've even started publishing a lot of young adult and romance novels, which is so great. And those are primarily all of the genres that I mainly read, so they're like really catered to readers like me, which is just fantastic. Book of the Month has published some of my favorite books of all time, and so I'm always very eager to know which of the 5 books they're gonna be choosing each month. Like, it's honestly the highlight of my month to like find out what the 5 Book of the Month selections are going to be. Like, I just get so excited about it. So yeah, you can use the link in my description to go and check out Book of the Month, because Book of the Month is typically $14.99 a month, but if you use the code SUN5 during the month of June, you can get your first book for only $9.99. New release hardcover adult books are typically priced between $26 to $30 even, and so getting your first book for only $9.99 is spectacular. It is an amazing deal. And so yeah, make sure you check out the link in the description and let me tell you about the 5 Book of the Month selections this month, because once again I have a strong urge to want to read all of these this month. The very first selection that I wanted to tell you about that is literally my most anticipated book of the year is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Riley Sager's new book is a Book of the Month selection this month, which is so exciting because this book doesn't actually publish until June 30th, so I thought I was gonna have to wait another month basically to read this, but now I have it in my hands. I can't even believe I'm holding this book. And huge congrats to Riley Sager on being the first author to have 4 of his books be Book of the Month selections. Like, that is huge. He's the first 4-peat author, and I'm just so happy for him because nobody's more deserving. I freaking love Riley Sager so much. I've loved all of his books, and this book is literally my most anticipated book of the year. Like, I cannot wait to read this. And this one is an adult thriller that kind of has some like spooky haunted house vibes, which is the most exciting thing. It sounds kind of like similar to like The Haunting of Hill House or something, because it says it follows this girl who her dad wrote this memoir about this haunted house that she grew up in, and he wrote this book called The House of Horrors. And so after her father dies, she returns to the house because she inherits the house and she's gonna put it up for sale. But when she goes back in there, some freaky shit starts happening and she thinks maybe he wasn't so crazy after all. And it's so cool because it says this book alternates between Maggie's uneasy homecoming chapters and then the chapters from her father's actual book. Very interested in reading this. I'm just so excited. I'm definitely gonna be reading this one in June. You know it. I'll probably be doing an entire reading vlog just dedicated to this book because I'm so excited. The next selection they have is The Last Flight by Julie Clark, and this one is another adult thriller, which I freaking love when they have more than one thriller selection in the month, because it's rare that that happens, and I just love it so much because I love thrillers, and I usually don't like to know too much about thrillers before going into them, but this one just says 2 women, 2 flights, 1 last chance to disappear. With your back against a wall, would you be brave enough to take the chance you're given? that is pretty much all I want to know. And because this is a thriller, I'm probably going to want to read this at some point in June, so I can see myself definitely picking this up at some point. Next book is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, which I'm excited about because this is the same author as the book The Mothers that I've had sitting on my shelf for quite a while. I really need to get to that one, and this is her second novel. I'm pretty sure this is her second one. And this one just sounds really beautiful and interesting as well. This one's a historical fiction / literary fiction, and it follows these two sisters. One of them is black and one of them is white, or I think at least one of them is white passing. It talks about how the sisters grew up together in their southern black community. And then it talks about how years later, one sister has moved out of their neighborhood and she's married to a white man, and she's more white passing, so she's living in a different world from her other sister. And it just says twins inseparable as children ultimately chose to live in two very different worlds, one black and one white. I feel like this book is going to be very powerful and very relevant for the times, and I'm just so excited to read this. I do still want to read The Mothers as well, but this one just sounds incredible. Another one of the selections this month is this book, A Burning. This one is another literary fiction kind of novel that sounds so interesting. This one is a debut novel as well, and it says it follows this girl who's a Muslim girl from the slums determined to move up in life, who is accused of executing a terrorist attack on a train because of a careless comment she posted on Facebook. It says an electrifying debut novel in a literary tour de force about three unforgettable characters who seek to rise to the middle class, to political power, to fame in the movies, and find their lives entangled in the wake of a catastrophe in contemporary India. What the heck? This sounds so interesting. This cover is beautiful. It's so bright. I love that there's like a little train here on the bottom. I love this. And then the last one is also one that I'm also very excited about, and that is One to Watch. Look at how cute that spine is, by the way. Oh my god. This one is very exciting because this is a contemporary romance / women's fiction type of novel. It follows this girl who is this stylish plus-size fashion blogger, which is so exciting. It says, like the rest of America, she indulges in her weekly obsession, the hit reality show Main Squeeze, the fantasy dates, the kiss-off rejections, the surprising number of guys named Chad. Ooh, but then she says, since when is being a size 0 a prerequisite for getting engaged on television? Ooh. Oh my gosh, she gets an intriguing call from Main Squeeze. They want her to be its next star, surrounded by men vying for her affections. Dude, is this gonna be like The Bachelorette, but like with a plus-size girl as the Bachelorette, basically? Holy shit, what? I need to read this now. I need to drop everything and read this now. Okay, wow, this is exciting. I'm definitely gonna try and attempt to read this one this month as well. I feel like I'm having another one of those months with Book of the Month where I seriously am tempted to want to read at least 4 out of the 5 of these like right now, immediately. So this is incredible. Thank you so much to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video, and please check out the link in the description so you can get one of these books this month. Alright, so on to the rest of my June TBR. I'm not even kidding you that I might get to all 5 of those Book of the Month books this month because they all just sound so interesting, but I'm definitely gonna be reading Home Before Dark. This is my #1 priority of life right now. I can't even believe I'm holding this book. And I think I have convinced my sister, Rachel, to buddy read this book with me for a reading vlog, so I think that's gonna be something that's happening in the month of June, hopefully. Romance-a-thon is going to be happening in the month of June, if you didn't know. I'll have to link up above the announcement if you missed it, but Romance-a-thon is a readathon that's all about reading romance books that I host with Jacqueline once a year. This will be our 2nd time doing it. We like to do it in June in the summertime, but our buddy read for that readathon is If I Never Met You, and so I'm definitely going to be reading that book for Romance-a-thon, and I'll probably be posting my Romance-a-thon TBR a little bit closer to the time that it'll be happening, because Romance-a-thon is being held from June 22nd through the 28th, so it's pretty close to the end of the month. This is a book that I know for sure that I'll be reading, but I'm not totally sure about the rest of my TBR yet. But yeah, I'll probably be posting a TBR closer to the readathon. And as far as my Stephen King reading vlogs go, I decided to read Carrie by Stephen King for this month because this book is one of his shorter ones. It's literally less than 300 pages, so I feel like this one will be the perfect book for me to read this month because I have so many reading plans for this whole month and so many other books that I would like to get to, so I just wanted to bust out one of his shorter books for the month of June because I feel like more recently I've been reading some of his like longer books like Salem's Lot and 11/22/63, and I just wanted a quick and easy one to bust out for the month of June, and I'm really excited about this. Carrie is his first ever published book officially. So I am very excited to read his first published work. And I've never read Carrie, I've never seen any of the movies, so this should be an experience. I also just wanted to mention that I do have a secret TBR that should be happening the first week of June. It is these 3 books here, but I'm not going to show you like what they are because that would ruin all the fun. But hopefully these will be the first 3 books that I'm reading for the month of June, so hopefully that video should be up within the first week of June if things go to plan. Well, the cool thing about it is that I've never even heard of these 3 books, and I'm reading these 3 books as kind of a reading challenge for myself, and they were recommended to me. And I've never even heard of them, but I can tell you I'm very, very excited for all 3 of them. And I'm really excited for the secret TBR video, so that should be coming out very soon, hopefully. And then I just also have some arcs that I would like to be getting to this month. I mean, as I said, I have a whole lot of things that I want to be doing this month, so I don't know how much of this TBR I'll actually follow through with, because, you know, I am still getting over a reading slump at the moment. May wasn't the best reading month for me. I had to reread a whole lot of my favorite books because I didn't want to read anything else. And so, I don't know, I would really also like to get to both of these books. This one is The Tourist Attraction. It's this romance novel. I might read this maybe during Romance-a-thon, but it is like 400 pages, so that's the only reason why I'm like, do I really want to read this during a readathon? But this one just sounds so cute. It takes place in Alaska, and then of course we have Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, which this one doesn't come out until September 8th, so I definitely do have some time if I don't get to it in June, but I would really like to get to this book soon because it sounds so interesting and I love Frederick Bachman's writing. Alright, so those are all of the books that I have on my June TBR. Let me know what books you're excited for in June, and if you've read any of these books that I mentioned, let me know what your thoughts are on them and what you're most looking forward to. And if you did pick a book of the month selection this month, or a few, let me know which ones you chose because I'm like super curious. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye.